So Minecraft characters have souls. That's something. Generic intro in the deck goes. We're here back with some more game theory and Minecraft theories. Today we're doing the stolen souls of Minecraft, which I'm guessing is the second one of these little diet theories that he's doing. The last one was the first one, the lost cult of Minecraft Illagers. You can check out my reaction to that video. I'll leave it right up there. Also link down below in the description. And I really should make a playlist for the game theory Minecraft reactions going in chronological order, which that will definitely be a thing, so you can binge watch through all of them, just like I did with the game theory Five Nights at Freddy's series that took like almost 2 years to get caught up with, I want to say. But I thoroughly enjoyed these so much. The last one we talked about cargo cults, I actually learned a little bit about history, and I actually really enjoyed that because I actually was a history major and for college for the 5 days that I was there. But shout out to the patrons. They got the videos a day early, $3 a month to get you all my reaction videos a day early, and wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for them. I do read all your comments, whether you're a patron or not, whether you're subscribed or not, so definitely leave some down below on what you think. A lot of people love the cargo cult theory, and I thought it was really cool as well. That video has 6.9 million views, which is very nice. But this is going to be the stolen souls of Minecraft. I'm not sure if this is going to be talking about the Illagers or not, or maybe it's just going to be about zombies. I don't know what the series is going to be about, but that's why we're watching it. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. All right.
Me when I see a plane.
Go.
Me when someone tickles my neck.
Yeah.
Me when I stand on my own head. Me when I cosplay as Undertale's lesser dog. Me
I
when
literally-
I to HE double toothpicks.
I recently beat Undertale. I just started Deltarune, which I'm uploading the VODs on my gaming channel on Tuesdays.
Internet.
So
Welcome to
I'm actually gonna play for
Theory. Building out the lore
second
of
stream today.
Minecraft faster than a Swede building a giant
Hey, it's
meatball
me.
in the sky. Goodbye, Sven. You will be missed. In my last 2 Minecraft theories, I've been taking a closer
did Sven
look
die?
at the Illagers, the evil villager mobs who are infamous for needing a bit more vitamin D in their life.
No.
And again, you wouldn't have a nice tan either if you too lived in secret compounds buried deep in the woods.
Okay, maybe
During
I
those
do.
last 2 episodes, we looked closely at the many strange rooms
I don't know if
hidden
he's
inside
talking about
their
the
woodland
Illagers
mansion
in this one.
homes, ultimately concluding that the Illagers, the magical evokers, and the maniacal vindicators were all villagers that were exiled for their experiments into the powers of life and death. I'm pretty convinced I'm right about those
Yeah, it would
theories,
make
though
sense
I'll
why they're
admit
so similar.
The actual evidence I presented to support them required a few leaps in logic.
Eh.
Evokers are the only mob to possess totems of undying, which literally revives you at the point of death.
But it doesn't
Their
revive
mounts,
them.
The beastly ravagers share an uncanny amount
And
of
the
physical
sound
similarities with the normal villager.
make.
Green eyes, unibrow. And it's not just physical similarities either,
The
it's
sound,
auditory
yeah.
as well. They both
For a
share
diet
the same
theory, he's
honking noises.
doing a lot of recap.
And from a lore standpoint, Ravagers weren't allowed to be scared of rabbits, again, possibly connecting them to a villager origin. Last but most strangely,
the
the
wool
Illagers
colors.
have rooms full of wool in the exact
I still think they
colors
should add
of
Herobrine.
Minecraft Steve's outfit, implying that they're
That's
trying
like a
to
super
create
rare
or
thing.
replicate
Just keep on
a
your toes.
blocky hero in some way. The connections are certainly there, but admittedly, they're weaker than a wooden axe against a block of
Also,
the
it should
city.
be a
But
technically
I was
video tomorrow.
convinced I was onto something, so true
just
to the
recorded
spirit
it.
of the game, I kept digging, and I struck diamond. I struck emerald. I struck netherite. What is
Ooh.
the thing I should be most excited about finding
Netherite.
when I'm digging in the ground at this point? Because there are so many rare, high-tier blocks at this point, and they all have such different usages that I'm not quite sure what's
Well,
the
I mean,
most
gold blocks
exciting
don't
one to
really.
find at this point. I think it's netherite.
Netherite,
To me,
definitely.
I think netherite's the most exciting thing because it's super rare and it's also the newest.
It's also
Diamond
the
at this point
best.
is like, oh, it's diamond.
I have
Anyway, I struck
so
a
much
rare
diamond.
and exciting
I actually have a good amount of
valuable resource
netherite.
that serves as an app analogy for me finding the missing link in my lore.
Also, apparently they're about to
theory.
come out with a
The
big new
evokers are
update.
Indeed, playing with the powers of life and death, but not quite in the way that I originally thought. And today's theory is gonna prove it. as
So
we
we're still
cover
talking about the
secrets
Illagers.
of the Vindicators and the mysteries of the Vex. So don't
Those
touch that
things.
dial, theorists. After these messages, we'll be right back. New Theoryware is available right now.
Are they
This is your
Minecraft
last chance
related?
to pre-order our new spring items like the holographic
Ooh.
switch case and our
Well, I don't have a
holographic
Switch, so
zip-up jacket.
that's
They're
pretty cool.
rainbow-tastic. Wow, it's so
Insert current youth word for awesome here.
right you are, Timmy. And don't you forget that Pikachu backpack plush, the
what?
waterproof anorak hoodie, and my personal favorite, the Game Theory metal embossed wallet.
Metal?
I mean, just look at that copyright neutral Minecraft style font right on the wallet and jacket. After June 5th, all these items
think I
get
missed it.
Thanos dusted away, so
No,
if you want
no.
to guarantee getting one of these
I have
items,
heard good
order
things
now.
about their
Operators
stuff.
are standing by. There is no jingle for getting back to the show. Ever
Now
since
there
I
is.
started researching the
Why
Illagers,
there's so many
something
of
kept
them?
rubbing me the wrong way. The Vindicators. Unlike all the other villagers
They
and
have blue
Illagers with their
eyes.
iconic green eyes, Vindicators have blue eyes. And this is apparently an important detail of their design. In a
Why,
previous
though?
texture update for the game, Vindicator eyes were changed to green in order to fit with all the other villager
And then they
Illager
changed them
mobs, but
back?
It was changed back to its original blue. In Snapshot 18W47B, the color of the Vindicator's eyes turned blue again. So clearly,
It's
important
intentional.
to the backstory of the character for
So
some
why
reason.
were they green?
Just like Ravagers not being scared of rabbits was apparently important to the backstory of that monster. So why? Why does a blue eyes Vindicator dragon matter so much? Well, think back to one of
the
the rare
description of
rooms that we
that.
found inside the Woodland Mansion in a previous
wolf
theory.
room?
In those rooms,
Oh, no.
there's a giant recreation of an Illager head
With
with a
lapis.
bright blue block of the magical ingredient lapis hidden in the middle. That, in and of itself,
Looks
would
like
be
a
weird
brain.
enough, but there's something about this strange room that I overlooked before. Sure, it looks to be an Illager head, but it's not. At least,
What
not
is it?
quite. You see, it
That's a
has the
unibrow.
pale gray skin that the Illagers are known for, but notice the connected
Yeah.
eyebrow. Illagers all have a separated set of eyebrows.
And the
Only
nose
Villagers
is-
are the ones rocking the unibrow. Now, this is an important detail because
But
I
the
think
nose
it's hinting
color.
at what's really going on with the Illager experiments. Woodland mansions are filled with prison cells and altars. We've talked about this before.
So the
we know that
Vindicators, like
Evokers are
soldiers?
holding people here against their will and doing, as the Minecraft
They can turn them
Mob
into
Bestiary phrased it,
Illagers-
unspeakable activities
or no,
to them.
Vindicators
So
or
it's my
the,
theory that Evokers are
the Beast?
kidnapping villagers and yes, turning some of them into Ravagers. But
Ravagers.
I think they're also implanting pieces of blue lapis into the heads of others. They are turning them into mindless rage monsters, the blue-eyed
To defend.
Vindicators. That's why we're seeing statues of villager heads with gray Illager skin and a cube of lapis in the middle. It's a monument to
But
the villager undergoing
yeah.
the transformation into a Vindicator. And it's a bit more than speculation.
It's an
Consider
interesting
this. To
mix.
vindicate means to clear someone of blame or suspicion. It's a weird name for axe-wielding murder cult members attacking
it's a cool
villagers
name.
and kidnapping people to experiment
Also,
on them in the
should be
woods.
starting
But what if
Alan
the
Becker videos with
Vindicator
Kirby,
is
which
actually trying
has
to
Minecraft in
vindicate
it.
that they aren't evil in the first place, that they were brainwashed or forced to become evil by the Evokers through this lapis injection. Adding to this, let's look at the Evoker entry in the Minecraft Mob Bestiary. Quote, a world will only have a certain number of Evoker resident within it. Their evil is thus contained.
Says
No
noted-
new Evokers will ever be able to spawn.
Which
End
means they
quote.
were
This
created.
is also true of the Vindicators. Jumping forward in that same book, quote again, as an
What about the
Illager, their
Ravagers?
numbers in the world are limited. They do not breed or reproduce in any way. End quote. Illagers do not breed. Their numbers are fixed. This is interesting because to me, it seems to indicate that the Evokers, knowing that their numbers
What
are
about whoever
fixed
did it
and
to
will never
them?
increase, are forced to have to create other Illagers. And they're
Oh.
doing so via magical means, kidnapping other members of the villager community, and they're transforming them into Vindicators through some sort of magical lapis
Which- and then
lazuli
brainwashing them
process.
so they
Other
kinda
things
join.
helping this
Okay,
whole
that-
theory out is
that
the fact
works.
That the Vindicator mob is stupid. And that's not just me calling it out, it is explicitly stated in
Oh,
official
well,
lore from the
the
game.
head.
Again, from the Mob Bestiary, quote, the Vindicator is stupid enough to forget about its intended victim after a short time. Nothing makes
Isn't that
someone
most
lose
mobs?
a few brain cells quite like having a magical stone forcibly injected into the center of their head.
It's
The book
fine.
also explicitly compares Vindicators to zombies, saying that its body is, quote, only a little tougher than a zombie. So again, we have the
So
idea
maybe
of a Vindicator being
zombies
some sort of
were
mindless
failed?
husk, a brainwashed, brain-dead soldier who's working for, created by, and built to protect the Evokers who originated them. The last thing worth mentioning here is the Vindicator Easter egg that many players are already familiar with.
What is
Name
it?
Tagging a Vindicator as Johnny makes him especially violent against
Is that a
all other
Shining
mobs
reference?
except other Illagers. Obviously, this is a reference to the movie The
Yeah.
Shining.
Here's Johnny.
Because he
Why
wields an
here,
axe.
though? Well, Vindicators use an axe, and so did Jack Torrance in the movie.
That-
Except there's something else here that's worth mentioning. Jack Torrance in The Shining is just a normal
he-
guy.
wasn't he, like,
who's
possessed
driven
or
into
something?
being a crazed,
Yeah.
murderous madman by the evil supernatural forces that exist in the hotel around him. He's an innocent guy who is corrupted by
Just like the
spiritual
Vindicators.
powers, to the point of
I don't
going
know
insane
if that's
and attacking
really
everyone around him.
intentional.
The Easter egg movie reference could be just for for fun.
I
Sure,
think it
but
might.
could
I think it might
also
just be for
hinting
fun.
at the origins of this mob. Innocent villagers corrupted by the evil magic of the evokers as they tried to build their ranks. And now they're left to vindicate themselves, prove that they're not actually guilty of the crimes they commit. But this is all still obviously speculation, right? Haven't done anything to prove that the evokers can actually wield magic with powers over life and death. For that, I turn your attention to the Vex.
These
The Vex
things.
are
What
flying
are these
hostile
things?
mobs that are summoned to attack by evokers.
I don't like
They're
them.
like little angels with wings until they start attacking you and you suddenly see that they're definitely no angels.
No, they're not
These
fun.
things are tiny and they are vicious.
And they're
Makes them, in my
fast.
opinion, one of the most challenging regular hostile mobs in the game to deal with. What makes them
Wait,
even
is that
worse to deal
really
with, though, is
the
that
top
not
three?
only are they flying, but they can also pass through any block, including water and lava, without
Lava?
taking damage. There is no escaping from these things
They
once
can go
target
through
onto you.
lava?
But the reason I'm talking about them today is that they're the final proof that I needed to show that the evokers truly have control
Over life and death.
itself. To understand why, we need to begin with Minecraft's newest game, Minecraft Dungeons. This
I've
game
actually
literally
played
came
that.
out earlier
I
this
actually,
week. Congratulate me for
finished
resisting
it.
the urge to put Minecraft 2 into the title of this
It
video.
was good.
Nintendo
I
sent me
enjoyed
a free
it.
Switch copy of it early. Thanks for that one, guys.
played it on
I've been
Xbox.
playing a lot of it just to see if there's anything that would elaborate on the lore of this world a bit more. And wouldn't you know it,
Of course
key
there is.
gameplay mechanic of dungeons is exactly what I needed. You see,
I
in
literally
this
played
game,
through, like,
which is
one
basically
time,
Diet
and I was like, okay, I'm
Diablo,
done.
dungeon crawling, loot
Never played
collecting,
Diablo.
mowing through waves of enemies, it's all really satisfying. There are no static spells that mage characters learn over time. Instead, you kill mobs and then you collect souls. You then use those souls to fuel abilities from your specialty artifacts, as in souls,
I didn't know
spirits
this.
of the dead.
I don't even know
There are
what
also
I
weapons
used.
in the game that boost your soul gathering abilities, like the Eternal Knife, the Bow of Lost Souls, and the Soul Fists. You heard that right, friends.
What is a
Souls,
fist?
spirits of the dead.
Alright, now we're
That's
talking
not
about
me
souls
reading into
again.
things here. According to a tweet from the Minecraft Dungeons team, a true adventurer puts their soul into everything they do, and the truest adventurers put
Other people.
people's souls in it too. For a long time, we've been making jokes and speculating about
Oh, no.
exactly this
We're
sort
talking
of
about
thing in
souls
Minecraft,
again. It's
right?
just
Souls
like Five
sent
Nights at
in the
Freddy's
nethers
again.
from dead people. Har, har, har. Look at all their screaming faces hidden in the
No, that
texture.
might actually be
Except
true.
Now it's pretty much confirmed outright. The souls of dead people are an energy source in this child-friendly Lego simulator. But here's why it all matters for today's theory. You see, the Vex have a couple of unusual properties. As I mentioned before, they're able to travel through all different block types without damage.
Which makes them like a
They
ghost.
also glow in the dark. If you fight a bunch of Vex in a dark room, you can still see them. However, even though they themselves have a ghostly glow, they don't actually light up anything else in the environment.
just them.
Almost like they're a spirit, a being made out of souls. Look back at some of that Minecraft.
I mean, that would
Dungeons
make
footage.
sense.
We see
So
the
they're
exact same
ghosts.
type of behavior from souls in that game. Here they are in a dark
they're gonna go
environment.
through-
They themselves are glowing, but they don't cast any light onto the surrounding world, just like the Vex. A being made of souls would also make sense for a creature that's able to pass through any sort of brick type, just like a ghost or a spirit. And here's the kicker, my friend. Listen to the sound that an individual Vex makes.
I'm usually screaming.
Did you hear
Yeah, I'm
that?
usually screaming, so I don't really hear
One
them.
Vex is speaking in multiple different overlapping voices at the same time. Let me play those clips one
So
last
is it a
time.
bunch of souls?
What this tells me is that a single Vex is actually a collection of multiple
To make it
souls
powerful,
fused together.
probably.
That's how you get shrieking and laughing and ghostly whooshes throughout their sound effects. In the words of the Mob Bestiary, quote, "We do not know what a Vex's body is made from, since it has not yet been possible to obtain a specimen. But it is
Oh,
quite
really?
possible that it is not flesh
Also,
as we
there
know
was another
it."
thing
End
that they
quote.
added,
No,
that they,
no,
like,
it's not. It's a
you
being
free them and they
composed
follow you
of
around and they go
spirits.
find
Multiple
blocks.
spirits
I forget what
smushed
they're
together
called.
into a flying
I wanna call 'em,
demon, and the evoker is the one
Seelies
that is
from
calling these
Genshin.
creatures forth. The evoker is able to summon the souls of the dead to do its bidding. And if all that wasn't proof enough that the evoker has power over life and death, a common item in Minecraft Dungeons is the Spirit Knife. An item that, in the description, reads as follows: a ceremonial knife empowered using
Illager-
Illager evocation and holding the wrath of spirits.
So they can just use
Illagers
spirits.
are able to harness and weaponize the anger of the dead. And there you have it, my miners and crafters. Definitive Definitive proof
miners
that in
and
Minecraft,
grafters.
there are such things as spirits. Spirits contained within the soul sand of the Nether.
So
Spirits of
Minecraft
the dead
characters
that
have
the
souls.
evoker can then
That's
draw upon
something.
and use in his attacks in the form of the Vex. The evokers are indeed toying with the powers of life
But
and
also
death.
that's the
They're
best that they
having a
can
lot of
conjure
success
up.
with it too. They're able to use souls to attack. They create new creatures using the souls, and who knows, they're potentially infusing other beings, alive or dead,
With
life,
lapis.
all to attack you. Good luck sleeping tonight knowing
Is
that
it
they're out
literally
there.
just
The lost
for us?
souls of Minecraft are hunting
Or
for
are they
you.
fighting somebody? Are they fighting somebody else?
But, hey,
Who
you
are they
can
preparing
actually
for?
Sleep a bit more soundly tonight without having to fear the undead souls of Minecraft, thanks to our sponsor for today's episode, Simply Safe.
Simply
As a
Safe.
moderately
Hopefully
famous
there's no
internet person,
copyright
it's hard for me
music
to
playing in the
rest easy
background.
sometimes.
It's
Home
happened
dresses
before
are
with
shockingly
Game
easy
Theory
to
videos.
find, and we've had more than our fair share of fans dropping unmarked letters into our mailbox, which is cute and endearing and
It's
fun,
scary.
but also a bit unsettling.
Don't do that.
And it starts to get really scary when someone who really doesn't
Knock
like
on
you
your-
starts sending you death threats. So
Ah,
home security
yeah.
is a big deal for me and Steph and Oliver, and I personally sleep easier thanks to Simply Safe.
Yeah,
It's
no,
a
security systems
reliable
are
home
good.
security system that
Yeah.
protects you every which way to Sunday. With Simply Safe,
So
you just
are-
order it online or over the phone. It's delivered right to your home, and you set
I mean,
it up in less than
that's
an hour.
definitely
It is
probably an
super
easier
easy.
solution
You
than-
just stick these sensors exactly where you need them, and your home is professionally monitored 24/7 for just 50 cents a day.
I also
If
sponsor a lot of
anything
YouTubers.
happens,
They
make sure that
sponsor
the
a lot
police
of,
get called immediately. And
Matt
best of all,
Carricker,
they have
Demolition
exactly
Ranch
the
stuff
levels
off the
of
ranch.
protection that you're looking for. Entry sensors for doors.
So
or
hopefully
windows,
there's no
motion
copyright
sensors
music in the
for late
background
night in
that
your house,
gets
stuff that
copyrighted
you would
after the
expect,
video
but
goes
even
live.
stuff that you wouldn't think about, like water sensors to detect leaks, which you can
What?
bet we doubled down on in our house after all the water damage we had to deal with last year. Nothing like losing
Yeah, no,
an
that's
entire
important.
floor of your home to make you paranoid about stuff like that. So when we learned that
Yeah,
Simply Safe had
no,
water
that-
detectors, yeah, we bought a bunch of those. It's just
You
not
have an
issue
issue
anymore.
like
We're
that,
protected
you
around the clock by an award-winning
think
home
about it
security
every time you
system.
leave
So
the
sleep
house.
easier tonight with a product that I really stand
I didn't know
by,
they made
and one
that.
that I really appreciate for my own personal sanity, Simply Safe.
Huh.
Visit simplysafe.com/MattPat, M-A-T-P-A-T, to learn more. Or, you know, links in the
Well,
top
I
line
mean,
of the
he uses
description.
it,
That's
so
simplysafe.com
that's fair. That's better than him just
/MattPat.
promoting
And
something he doesn't
remember,
use.
It's all just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching.
I still haven't watched one of the like new videos since he's retired. I guess it's been a little over a month since he's retired. It's kind of crazy, but we're gonna go through all of these Game Theory Minecraft videos. I guess they're gonna keep coming on more of them. We have one more villagers one. Then we have the Warden, which apparently the ancient city part is when it gets really good with these series. From what I've heard, like whenever I first discovered an ancient city, people were talking about the Game Theory Minecraft theories for the ancient cities and the Warden and whatnot. I have an ancient city that I've made completely safe. There's one Shrieker left in case I want to summon the Warden to fight, but I plan on restoring. I'm doing this all in survival, and I live stream everything. I plan on completely restoring an ancient city and bringing in villagers and like making everything safe and lit up, and it's gonna be a massive project. But I stream it every single Monday. I play Minecraft. I haven't actually been to the ancient city in a couple months now because I started building a giant mountain to house my stuff, and it's actually looking really good thanks to Twitch chat helping me out, giving me some tips and giving me some advice on what to do. And it's always fun. It's always a chill little Minecraft stream. But this is the stolen souls of Minecraft, so I guess that confirms that souls are in the Minecraft instead of just soul sand. So I guess that confirms all the theories, because I remember Soul Sand, like, people were like, oh yeah, if you look at Soul Sand closely, there's little faces, and me as a little kid was like, oh no. But yeah, no, that was something. The Warden Theory has 10 million views. That must be a really popular one. I look forward to the next one, which is going to be the Forgotten History of Minecraft Villagers. I hope to see you there. Hope to your subscribe button. Until the next video, take care, and cue the music.
We were playing